All right, now there's the fourth visitor visa thing in play here, which is unique to Indian nationals. Now, you might be aware of the fact that Hong Kong has, in recent years, really struggled with Indian nationals who were arriving as visitors. They used to get a 90-day limit to stay as a visitor, and they would then overstay their visa, or once they'd overstayed, they would seek asylum, and then they would go through the process of kind of treating their claim for asylum as a means to remain in Hong Kong to work illegally for 2, 3, 4 years at a time, in actual fact. And it was cynically abused by, certain, let's call them snakehead type characters that were encouraging Indian nationals to arrive and basically be admitted on that basis, knowing that they're going to be sticking around for a long period of time as the non-refoulement claim was processed, and then working illegally throughout all this time, earning quite often a lot more illegally in Hong Kong than you might be able to earn in your home country. So the immigration department got sick and tired of this. So they introduced this pre-arrival registration for Indian nationals protocol. And this means that if you're an Indian national, ostensibly before you're due to arrive in Hong Kong, you need to apply for an entry visa to visit. However, prior to going through that entry visa application, you have the opportunity to go to an immigration department website and then complete a pre-arrival registration form online, which will then enable you to visit or transit Hong Kong visa-free. The immigration department introduced this because they wanted to be able to do some diligence on applicant names, date of birth, passport details, and other data that sits in their database to be able to assess the risk of an Indian national coming to Hong Kong and not running the risk of being an overstayer. So the pre-arrival registration protocol is a neat way for bona fide Indian national visitors to sidestep the need for an entry visa. However, it's very hit and miss, and you either get approved there and then, or you don't get approved there and then. And quite often what happens is that someone who ostensibly should be eligible for approval under pre-arrival registration gets knocked back. And they've already paid for the ticket. They've already booked the hotel. Invariably, there's some conference that's going to commence in, 2 or 3 weeks down the track. But the PAR has been refused, and now they have to go through the process of applying for an entry visitor visa, which is a minimum of 4 weeks after submission, more often 6 or so. So it's a bit of a double-edged sword relying on the pre-arrival registration as an Indian national, unless you're appraised of the fact that you might get knocked back. And so you should be kind of applying sort of 3 to 4 months before your intended date of travel. But that's who can apply, and the eligibility criteria is that you must be an Indian passport holder with at least a 6-month limit of stay remaining on your passport, and that you're going to come to Hong Kong and you're not going to stay for any more than 14 days each time that you visit. And clearly, if you're an Indian national and you've got other residence status in Hong Kong, then the pre-arrival registration protocol doesn't apply. It's just for those who are seeking to visit Hong Kong.